Hello my fellow knights and warriors. This is the second part of the playthrough of the Coup de Main scenario for the Siege game. We are in the turn 5 and our attackers are already inside the castle, but I wouldn't say they are winning because their attempts to size the wall have medium result. For example, here we made it. We also managed to make our way through the gate before it was closed, but our attempts to size the wall from the north and from the south met some stiff resistance of the enemies. So the situation is still far from clear. So let's carry on with turn 5, and I'm starting with my crossbowman. So Edric is firing at Aelwyn. Let's see if he can do something. 3. Well, okay, this is 3 in the crossbow. In the heavy cover, it's A. Defender retreats 2 hexes. So 1 and 2. Okay, and let's reduce his bolts by 1. Now this crossbowman fires at Aki. And this is 4. Well, I know already this is a miss. So his bolts are down to 1. Now, movement phase. So my goal is to make my way here. So he goes there. He walks there and 1, 2, 3, 4. Now he spends 4 movement points to move here. He's climbing up the ladder, and he's already on the ladder and he's climbing onto the battlement. And now he spent 4 movement points, so 5, and he cannot move any further. Now here our situation is far from being good, because he's wounded. His ladder is toppled, so he cannot make it stand because he's all alone. So he goes away. 1, 2, 3. Now he moves down into the moat, and now he moves 1 and 2. They will try to bring this ladder up again, but not for now. So that's all for the movement phase, I think. Yeah. So let's carry on with the combat. I will start with the keep. So they are attacking Sir Mortimer. They have 17 versus 8, so this is 2 to 1 and 3 to 1 because of the numerical advantage, but 2 to 1 because they are attacking through the door. So it's 2 to 1 and 7. This is no effect. Now he's attacking Bryn. He has 12 versus 3, so this is 4 to 1 and 1. In the 4 to 1, this is E. So defender wounded, and he was already wounded, so he is dead. And now he moves 1, 2, 3. He will try to help them with fighting against this Aki. Now they are attacking moderate. They have 11 and 9, so it is 20. So it is 4 to 1 and 5 to 1 because of attack from with 2 versus 1. So 5 to 1 and 9. Oh, it is A. One attacker is wounded. Oh shit, no good. So he's wounded, and I think that's all when it comes to the close combat. Yeah, that's all. So now defenders. He cannot fire, I think. Oh no, he can. He can fire at him. Let me check. Yeah, nope. Nope. You can see that line of sight crosses this tower. So no no, it is not possible to fire at him, but it is possible actually to fire at him. I think. Let me see. No. Line of sight is also crossing the tower. So, no. And I cannot fire at him, nor him, because I am not against the wall. So this wall is blocking my line of sight to them. Alright, so no missile fire for the defender. And now defender's movement. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I am moving like this. Moderate steps back. Aki. Aki is in a complicated situation because he wants to protect this hex from ladder, and he can see that Sergeant Poof is moving out, up the battlement. So this might be hard for him. He will do his best, I believe. And Sorry is going to... Well, Sorry can leave this place. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's all for the movement phase of the defenders. And now, close combat. Sir Mortimer and Sir Lacy are attacking Sir Hughes. They have 23 versus 3. This is 7 to 1 and 8 to 1 because of 2 versus 1. Oh, it's 10. 8 to 1 and 10, this is C. Defender retreats 1 hex. So Sir Lacy is fighting very well. Well, I guess this because his wife is around, so he defends not only himself but also her. And oh, I almost forgot, I can fire with Alwyn. So he fires at Edric. And 3. This is a longbow. No cover. This is C. Right? Longbow. No, this is B. So he is wounded. And 1 arrow down. And this concludes turn 5. We are going into turn 6. And now, as for the attackers, he is firing at Aki. No effect. He is firing at Alwyn. And I think this is a hit. 2. Crossbow. Yeah, A. At defender retreats 2 hexes. So 1, 2. A little. It does nothing. Okay, and now movement. So 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. Because you need 3 movement points to move on the hex with a ladder, so I cannot simply move from here to there. Now, they are placing the ladder against the wall, and now Sergeant Lewin is climbing up the wall. Sergeant Poof is moving 1, 2, 3. Sir Fitzwarren moves here, and 1, 2, 3, he goes there. As for him, I wonder if he should go and try to open the gateway, but I don't think it is really important for me now. So 1, 2, and 3. Alright, I think that's all when it comes to movement. And now, combat. So, no fights anywhere around. So here, 11 and 10, 21 versus 5. 4 to 1 and 5 to 1 for the numerical advantage. It's 5. In the 5 to 1, it is D. He is stunned. Okay. Now they are attacking Aki. They have 11 and 12. So this is 23. Versus 6, it is 3 to 1 and 2 to 1 because of the unfavorable condition where attacker is. So it's 2 to 1 and 5. It is B. Attacker retreats 1 hex. Oh, that's bad. So he moves down and he moves here. Now Sir Clarence and Sir Hughes are attacking Sir Lacy. 17 versus 12, 1 to 1 and 2 to 1 because of the numerical advantage. Oh, 9. Well, you can tell, no effect. And this concludes their attacks. Yes, this concludes their attacks. So now defenders. He is firing at Edric, and Edric is killed. 1 missile down. Movement. He remains on this hex. He goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I think that's all. So combat. He tries to topple down this ladder. He needs 6 or less, and he got 2, so the ladder falls down. At last there was anyone on the ladder, otherwise they will be wounded. Okay. He is not attacking because it will be 6 versus 6, so it will be 1 to 1. Or maybe, well, I think it won't hurt to try. I will give it a try. So 1 to 1 and 5. A. Oh, I shouldn't do this. Attacker wounded. My. That was not a very good idea. And no one else. He wasn't able to fire at anyone, so he wasn't firing for the second time. And this concludes defender actions. Well, no. Sir Mortimer and Sir Lacy are attacking Sir Clarence. 23 versus 9, 2 to 1 and 3 to 1. 6 in the 3 to 1. This is B. Attacker retreats 1 hex. Oh, no good. And that would be all. So he is brought back to his senses. And this concludes turn 6. We are going into turn 7. Now, he is dead. He is firing his bolt on Aki. And Aki is wounded. One bolt down. Now, movement phase. They are making the ladder against the wall again, and he is climbing up the ladder. Sir Proof is attacking 2. They have to fight here, 2 versus 2. He goes 1, 2, 3. He goes on the hex with a ladder. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 1, 2. Alright, so combat. 11 plus 10, it's versus 5. It's 4 to 1, 5 to 1. It's 1. Oh hell, 1 in the 5 to 1 is F. He is killed. Okay, so moderate is dead. And now I can take this hex. Sir Wulfric and Sir Clarence are attacking Sir Moderate. 18 versus 8, 2 to 1, and plus 1 minus 1, so it's still 2 to 1, and 6 in the 2 to 1 A. Attacker wounded. So Sir Clarence is wounded. No good. Now Sergeant Puff and Sergeant Lerwin are attacking Aki. They have 23 versus 3, so it's 7 to 1. 8 to 1 because of the 2, and 7 to 1 because of attack from the ladder. So it's 7 to 1 and 5. And the 7 to 1, this is E. He is wounded, and due to this fact, he is dead. And Sergeant Lewin can take this hex. So that's all for the attackers. Yes, that's all. And now defenders. Alwyn. Alwyn cannot fire at anyone, so we are moving into the movement phase. He walks there. Now, Sorry is all alone here. He won't be able to stand much against them, so I feel bad for him, but he will try to slow them down at last. Next, I haven't much more to do with defenders now. Yeah, so that's all. So, second archer's phase. Alwyn will try to fire on Sergeant Fitzwarren. Sir Fitzwarren. No! There is still small part of the tower that blocks our line of sight. Hell, that's bad. And now, Sir Mortimer and Sir Lacy are attacking Sir Clarence. 23 versus 4. It's 5 to 1 and 6 to 1 because them too. So it's 6 to 1 and 6. This is D. He is stunned, and since he was wounded, so he is dead. Oh my. It looks like Sir Lacy is fighting very well, despite that his men, they aren't doing that fine. And this concludes defender's actions, I believe. Yes, that's all. So this concludes turn 7. Let's carry on with turn 8. My crossbowman has no one he can fire at, so let's go right into the movement phase. They will try to get rid of Sorry, I think, but well, I think he can go actually further. 1, 2, 3, 4. He moves 1, 2. He goes up the ladder. He goes under the ladder. And now they. 1, 2, 3, maybe not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry, there are 2 movement points for the stairs. He goes under the ladder, and he goes 4, because he's climbing down the moat. So 4, and he remains here. So that's all for the movement. And now combat. I wonder what should I do in the keep, because defenders are gaining the upper ground here. I think I'm going to lose here. Oh, help won't reach the keep quickly. So, Cliff attacks Sorry. He has 10 versus 2, so it's 5 to 1. And 8. Oh, no good. B. Attacker retreats 1 hex. No good. And no other combat. Yeah, Sir Welfare is now fighting. So that's all. Now, Elwyn fires at Sir Fedwern. Let me see if he can hit him. No, he missed. Now, Defender's movement. Sir Lacy moves here, and that's all. Now, second shot of this longbowman. He against targets him. And 3, oh hell. Longbowman. Missile, longbowman, 3, and no cover, it's B. Oh, this is missile against, okay, here. Sorry, wrong table. 3 and B. He's wounded. No good. Missile decrease. And combat. Sir Mortimer and Sir Lacy are attacking their traitorous neighbor. 23 versus 4. It is 5 to 1 and 6 to 1 because 2 versus 1. 6. In the 6 to 1. This is D. So he's stunned. And because he's wounded, he's dead. That's bad. And I think that Sir Lacy moves 1 and 2, and Sir Mortimer moves 1 and 2. So they make sure that Bloodwyn, Sir Lacy's wife, is safe. Now, that's all when it comes to the turn 8. We are moving into the turn 9. So, attackers. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1. He is now climbing up the ladder. He is opening the gate, so I can place where it is. Overlays? No. Markers, mine stakes, drawbridge, yes. So, drawbridge is opened. Not like it is going to help me much now, but, well, if he's there, let him open. Now, he is climbing up the ladder, and he is moving below the ladder. And Sir Hughes, he wonders if he can stay here, but he feels bad, so he moves 1, and that's all. At last, they won't be able to attack him together on this hex. Alright, so Sergeant Poof and Sergeant Lowlin are attacking Sauri. They have 23 versus 2, so it's 10 to 1. And plus 1, so it's 11 to 1, and 6 in the 11 to 1, well, he is dead. Decrease, and 1, 2, and 3, 1, and 2, They are moving on, but, well, the attackers are... so many of them are dead already, so this is going to be hard. Now, we are moving into defenders. Elwin fires at Sergeant Lowlin, so I think he can. Let me check. Line of sight. Yeah, he has a line of sight. Or maybe he should try to fire at Sir Hughes. I think he would be a better target. Yeah, he's already wounded. So let me try. And no effect. So missiles decrease. He already spent half of his arrows. And now movement. So Sir Lacy moves to the doorway. Sir Mortimer cannot join the combat here. And my archer goes 1, 2. Like this. So second shot, and now he's targeting Sir Fitzwarren. 9, no effect again. So missile decrease. And the question is if Sir Lacy wants to attack Sir Hughes. He will have 4-1 and 3-1 because of the doorway, so it's 3-1, not bad. Oh hell, it's 7. 3-1, attacker wounded. My. I shouldn't do this. Still, he is way too strong for to be to be attacked by Sir Hughes. So this concludes turn 9. We are going into turn 10. Turn 10. So, attackers. My crossbowman has no option to fire, so I cannot fire. And now movement. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or maybe no. I will stay here, so I will be safe from this archer. 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 2, 3. And now this crossbowman climbs up the ladder. So that's all for the movement, and attackers are not attacking. Yeah, attackers are not attacking anywhere. They oh, he can move here. 1, 2, 3. So they are not attacking anywhere. They are simply they were simply advancing. So now defenders. Aylwin fires at Sergeant Lowlin. 6. This is a longbow and no cover. This is A, I believe. Yeah, this is A. Defender retreats to hexes. So 1, 2, because we need to move no closer to the enemy archer. This will decrease. Now defender's movement. Sir Lacy moves back. And now Sergeant Mortimer moves. Sir Mortimer moves here and there. And that would be all for the defender's movement. And Sir Mortimer attacks Sir Hughes. He has 10 versus 3, so it's 3-1, and +1 because he's on the stairs. So it's 4-1 and 7. 4-1 and 7. This is B. Attacker retreats 1 hex, so he has to return to the keep. Even so, they are holding the keep, so it's not bad. Oh, he can fire again, so he fires at Sir Puve. and 8, he misses. So this concludes turn 10. We are moving into turn 11. I think that 12 turns it is a good number for this scenario. So this is turn 11 now, and no missile combat. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh no, sorry. He is there, so I cannot. And on the same hex as other character. And 1, 2, and 3. So that's all for the attackers. And now Sergeant Poof is attacking Sir Mortimer. So he has 12 versus 8, so it's 1 to 1, and he attacks through the doorway, so it's 1 to 1. 6. In the 1 to 1, no effect. That's all, and now defenders. So Aelwyn fires at Cliff, or maybe at Sir Fitzwarren. Yeah, he fires at Sir Fitzwarren. And 2, my god, I think he's dead. 2, longbow, no cover, C, yeah, he is dead. 1, missile down. And the movement phase. Sir Mortimer is going to defend the door to the keep. He's not going to do anything else. So he's standing there. And he's firing again. This time he fires at Cliff. And 3. Oh, I think this is another good hit. 3. This is a longbow. This is B, so he's wounded. And he has only 5 arrows left. Now, that's all. Yeah, that's all when it comes to the turn 11, and we are moving to the last turn. So, my attackers. 1, I cannot fire with this crossbowman. He hasn't any enemies in his line of sight. So 1, 2, 3. He remains here. And well, that's all. I cannot do much apart of that. I mean, I can move my crossbowman 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So he would be able to fire at Aelwyn in the next turn. But like I said, this is 12th turn, so I think it is about to end. So, Sergeant Llewellyn is attacking Aelwyn, so we have 11 versus 2, so it's 5 to 1. And 1. He is dead. He was pretty dangerous bastard, but no more. And now Sergeant Poof is attacking Sir Mortimer. It is 1 to 1. And 7. No effect. That would be all for the attackers. And now defenders. The only defenders alive are these inside the keep. All the others are dead. So they are holding this keep, but they cannot do much outside. Yes. I wonder if Sir Mortimer wants to attack Sergeant Poof, but I don't think so. they have 8, 10 versus 8, it would be 1 to 1. No, this isn't anything that can bring me something good. So that's all. And this concludes turn 12. And I think this is a moment where the draw would be called, because clearly attackers cannot take the keep. Defenders are holding the doorway and hold the door, and attackers aren't strong enough to make their way through. They cannot fire through the door of the keep. This is quite important, because otherwise I would move this sergeant out of here and let the crossbowman do his job, but I cannot. So I think this is a moment when I can say this is a draw. Both sides realize that they aren't strong enough to win, and they start negotiating. For example, Sir Hughes declares that he will leave the castle, but his men are going to plunder it. Or he might actually try to talk with Sir Lacy to find some compromise that will satisfy both. For example, proposing Sir Lacy to leave the castle safely with Sir Mortimer and Blodwyn, but he will take the castle. The question is if Sir Lacy would accept such proposal, because he's still holding the keep, and maybe he waits from some of his friends come to help him. We never know. But as for now, I would say this is a good moment to call it a draw. I think it was quite a cool play. The main hero of the battle is definitely Sir Lacy, and because he managed to win inside the keep, killing 2 of the traitorous neighbors and driving 1 off the keep, saving his wife, and suffering minimal losses inside the keep because he was wounded, and only because he was stupid enough to attack the enemy outside the keep. The most effective warrior was definitely this archer. He killed so many of enemy attackers that he eventually made them really hard to get inside. My crossbowmen did also quite good job, despite the fact that they were firing on the enemies, on the battlements, and they are pretty tough targets. So that would be the end of the battle. I think it was quite cool and interesting, and I'm going to return into this game soon, I think. As for display, that's all. Bye.